One large popcorn costs $6.75, one large soda costs $4.75, and admissions costs $10.50. $22 to see an hour-long movie. In the 1900s, you could see one for a nickel. Today we'll be talking about how movie theaters have changed over time and how they evolved. Started out with just one person looking into a box, and now they have evolved into more of an experience. And today I will be talking about the earlier versions of movie theaters today, and how they are priced and when food and drink became available. Everything changes along with time, and so does the movie theaters. First, earlier type of movie theaters that came, the movie theater came to represent the absolute center of American culture. That was said by Kevin Corbett, the author of The Big Picture, theatrical moviegoing. This is called a kinetoscope. Only one person at a time, just looking into a box. Thomas Edison invented it. Each movie was no longer than 10 minutes because he figured nobody would want to stand there for any longer than that. And in 1894, the first kinetoscope parlor opened. And each one played without sound. Sound came later on. And then 16 years later, after the kinetoscope, came Nickelodeons in 1905. They cost a nickel to get in, that's why they were called Nickelodeons. Standing room only, and lasted about 10 minutes to an hour. Dual screen multiplexes is what we go to today. The average theater has 14 screens and holds about 350 people. Movie theaters have evolved into one of America's favorite pastimes, and they keep evolving more into experience. Movie theaters today now have concession stands located inside. They used to sell stuff outside, homemade candies and such. In fear they didn't want the theaters to get dirty, so they wouldn't sell anything inside. Some now have dine-in restaurants and can hold up to 3,000 people. It is estimated that by 2016, Americans will spend $3.9 billion at the movies. A study done by Alexander Akin, what Americans spend on entertainment. 200 million people visit AMC theaters each year. That was a report done by Nielsen Media Research. But now you can go to any theater and experience the newest thrill, IMAX. IMAX was first introduced in the 1970s, and the purpose for it was to make movies feel more realistic and like you're more involved with them. IMAX is usually shown in a theater or dome. Domes are at museums. The average size of an IMAX screen is 30 by 90 feet wide and 10 by 30 feet high. In order to get in anywhere, there's always a price to pay. Along with technology evolving, the prices in the concession stands have too. Now they offer you soda and snacks to enjoy during the movie. Each year with inflation and other facts, the prices to a movie go up and rise about every 20 years. In 1907, it costed a nickel. In the 1920s, 27 cents. During the 60s, about $1. And then in the 1980s, it cost about $4. today now costs about $10 to go. Popcorn is sold inside the theater, well, used to be sold outside the theater by vendors. And after the Great Depression, owners needed new ways to think of to make money. Concession stands started out selling homemade candy. According to the National Association of Theater Owners, it says about 40% of their revenue is due to their concession stands. And today, movie theaters have now branched out and started selling chicken fingers, hot dogs, and other type of fast food products. After listening to this speech, you now know the first type of theaters, what they were like today, and how much it cost and when popcorn first came available. Waiting in line to look into a box that has turned into a feeling like you're actually into the movie.